Hello and welcome back to Stone Valley, the original map, with me, Miss Box. And last time we finished, the fertilizers were on their way home, so we rejoin them as they come back to home. And we'll rejoin the commentary to find out just how much fertilizer it cost us and how much we made. Nice and tight, like that. We can open the lid and then we'll we can stop him. Back to one in front and then say load with fertilizer, and we'll see the cost at the top right of the screen when it's full. Let's hop over to this one. We'll do exactly the same with this boy. And clear the first one. Oh, it's still going. It's still going there. Oh, it's nearly full. And the cost of that was $5,800. Okay, let's get this out of the way. And then do the same with this one. Aha, I'm probably not, I've gone a bit too far there. Oh yes, there's a weight down there. You don't need that. N, open. Fill with fertilizer, start. That's going. Put that away whilst the first one is filling. And time for a bit of canny reversing. See how well I can do this. I would expect the other fertilizer to be the same. Yeah, 5,700. So, well, let's say 12, just shy of 12,000. So yes, we just made pretty well. We made $100,000 from fertilizing that field. Very nice money. Thank you very much. So that's a very nice return for our labours. Yes, the fertilizing is the one to have if you they're the jobs, and we'll get plenty of them. So we'll do a lot of that contract work because that will bring us nice money in. And these do this pretty well now. Whoops. Oh, no, wasn't very good. There we are. There's a little bit of turn on the trailer. Now we've got a nice backing going on. Yeah. It's just getting it to be just enough and not overdoing it. Oh. So those are done. Let's hop off to. Oh yes, we need to bring the. We need to bring the old cultivator back, don't we? Which we got here, so we'll hook up with the JCB. Look at this lovely turning circle, it's so good, it really is. There we go, and off we go back to the farm with our cultivator. And park that up. The boys haven't come around the outside as yet. You can still see one light, sky blue blob on the field. Still going in along in the up-down rows mode. And we might well find where's the other one gone. This is interesting. We seem to only have one tractor. There's something out in the other field, a yellow blob. What's it doing out there? I think Courseplay has struck again. We better have a look and see what's going on, hadn't we? In the meantime, let's just put this away. We'll be able to do in a second. And then we can hop over and have a look and see what's going on in the field. And why has that tractor gone all over the place? This is the joy of Courseplay. You never can be certain that everything is going to run perfectly. Yeah. Right, I'll leave that there. Let's hop out. So we've got this jet. What's he doing? Completely lost as to where he is. He's just reversing backwards and forwards. So let's stop the driver and let's take you over and find out what were you trying to do. What were you trying to do? So you were coming up off this one here. So that's the course. Next closest waypoint. Let's see what you're going to do. What are you? You're left, aren't you? So you should just go around the. Yeah, you're going to have a bit of a to do, aren't you? Oh dear, what's going on here? Oh dear, oh dear. Stop the driver. Right. The course runs from here. Well, I just have to do this manually, actually. I'll bring this down. Put this into here. Go past the stop point. And now you should drive the course quite comfortably. Oh, needs to be refilled now. Okay, right. We'll have to come back to that point. And what's happening over the other one? Oh yeah, he's having a great deal of fun as well. Oh dear, I love this thing. Right, we'll be able to come out through that little hole there. Let's just go to the seed tank. We open our flaps on the back. So they are opening up. We can just drive under the seed tank here and fill up. And fill with seeds, please. Close the flaps and off we go. This is a great long piece of kit, it really is. You have to make sure you've got plenty of swing going on. Just pop it out, fold it out whilst we're driving along. And get ourselves into position and away we'll go. Need to turn on the seeder so that it works. I'll put it down. Into the ground and away we go. Start seeding again. Start seeding, yes. Drive course at the next closest waypoint. It should carry on. All being equal. Ah, right. So it thinks the other tractor here will stop the driver, and that can then go. This one's going to need to be refilled shortly. We'll do exactly the same with this. Drive at next closest waypoint. And overlap here. Power on. Drop the planter, seeder, and off we go. But we're going to run out of seeds fairly quickly. So he's passed. Now he can drive course at the next closest waypoint. He still thinks he's the first one, which is not good. I don't want you to think you're the first one. Here, stop, on, stop. You're not the first person. You're the second person to do this. You have to wait for this to, first one to get around the corner. I suppose I should have gone, I tell you what, I will go round the corner and I will fill this up with seeds. This would be a sensible thing to do. Anyway, let's open our flaps. Ready to fill up, which we do here. Ourselves in line, and there we go. Full seats, please. Thank you. And wiggle our way out of here. Just like that. That's better, isn't it? Now we can go over to our start position. Open up our arms. And sidle around here. Like that. We just passed and we can tell it to drive course at the next closest waypoint. Yes, now he's the right way round. He knows where he's at now. He knows his position in the convoy, i.e. number 2. Excellent. He's not actually going to do a great deal round on this bit because the way the course has gone, there's been some overlap from the up-down road. But everything is fine. Another reason with the plant not being a direct drill is it doesn't, if it's planted already, it won't overplant, so you don't use any seeds, so it doesn't actually matter, which is rather nice. Where if you've got the direct drills and you've got fertilizer on board, you'll redo the whole thing because it's a direct drill and it disturbs whatever's there and puts it all down again. Which would have been incredibly useful at the beginning, but rather than having to cultivate, we'd have just been so, oh, whoops, and then carried on. But as it turned out, it was the right thing to do, just to go and get the cultivator. So there's benefits and not of various tools, and it is a very nice working width anyway. So we'll finish off the rest of the field and enjoy the spectacle. one. I'll have to pop over the first one because this one's going to sit here because he's within 100 metres, and we'll need to do the stop so that the other tractor goes, oh, and first I can move. And that's that done. This is our field, so shall we save this course? Yes, we shall. So we'll hit save. Now, this is field 20, so I have a naming convention that I use. I use F for field and 20, and I put a dash in between. There's 2 times 18.2 metres wide, so I know exactly how many tools and how wide the tools are. So this course can be used by the planters or the cultivators in future. So we'll save that off, and we will have that for the next time. Let's just hop over to this one, and we'll say stop. We can clear the course down now. Back to the first one, clear the course down, close that out, and then we can drive back to the yard. Simple as that. And that's it, job's done. We've planted the field with wheat. So the next aspect to concern ourselves with is, well, we must stick these things, I tell you what. Here will do nicely. That's as good a place as any to stick them in. And we'll bring the tractor back into the yard. And, well, yes, by look of it, we need to service and fuel the tractors. So let's pop over here. Mind you, the Thunder Creek is in the way. Not so good. There it is. Let's bring this one back in. We'll repeat the process, and then we go through servicing and filling the tractors. So I might do that off video. Let's have just a little look to see if there's any more contract work for us to... Oh, I just missed my parking spot, didn't I? Very clever. And might we go all the way around and bring it in the other way. Whoops, gonna have a problem there. Yep. Let's graze the car with our planting material. I'll have to go and look at that, make sure that nothing's bent. I don't think it will be, thankfully. And we'll have a little look at the contract market, see what else, if there's any more contract fertilising jobs, because they are lucrative, I have to say, very, very lucrative indeed. Then we can bring this thing around here, keep it nice and wide, and we can just pop it on the front lawn till we need it again. I shouldn't think it'll be too long before we need it. So that's that done. And yes, we've used a fair bit of fuel, so the tractors need to be fueled, and it doesn't hurt to just service them either. And we'd just turn off, hop out, and that's it. We need to move this so that this can clear the area for the tractors. Will do. And hop over the top. Now we can service the 2 tractors. Well, we can fuel them. And they've got a reasonable sized fuel tank, so it won't take a moment to do. So whilst we're doing the fueling, let's have another little look at the map. Oh yes, we're going to need to consider, as I said, we're going to need to consider herbicide to stop the weeds growing. So let's go and look at the equipment. The 2 choices really, we can either run fertilizer sprayers mounted on the back of our small fence, in which case it's this, or we can use towable. Indeed, we could use towable fertilizers. They've got a good spread of 36 meters, so 2 of those running would be 72 meters. That's a lot of that is a lot. That's a nice wide swathe, isn't it? It will cover a lot of ground. But the trouble is they only run at 12 kilometers an hour. All the mega stuff, or Metris, all runs at 12 kilometers an hour. Should we consider a dedicated sprayer? We could well do. Let's look in here. Now, the one that we were given was the Emperador when we came up at the beginning. That does a 27 metre spread, and it only worked 12 kilometres an hour. So really, there wasn't much point. This is why I got rid of it, because for the same, for the money I'm going to get, I could buy tractors and the sprayers on the back. Well, certainly 2 sprayers, because I would use the tractors for other jobs. So I could get the 2 spray units, get a much greater width, and still have change. But we could go to the Horst, which is a mod from the Horst pack, and that does 12 kilometres as well. It does 36. But then there's this incredibly expensive Rubicon 9000, 489 grand, but it sprays at 25 kilometres an hour, and it has a 48.5 metre, so you probably only need one of them to be quite effective, because the speed of spraying, it's the same as a couple of others working on a single strip. So I think we'll buy one of those, shall we? Yeah, why not? Is there any customizations? Really, no. None really, other than adding GPS. GPS is only any use if you're going to drive them all yourself, and with the size of the fields and everything on here, I don't tend to run GPS. If anybody would like to know, or they're struggling with the GPS system, not sure how to get it going, I'm more than happy to do a little, as it were. This is how I use it anyway. In the game, just let me know. It's more than happy to do so. So let's buy that and say okay. Do back. Because really I'm sort of more playing this game somewhat in, if you like, farm manager mode as more than just actually farming it. Let's just use the built-in store delivery mod. Right, we filled that tractor up. Now I'm just going to show you what I mean about the workshop that comes in the game. Given how big this map is, you need big tractors. And the Fendt is no small tractor. And you can see that it only just goes in. In fact, if we look in, you can see that the beacons clip through. So, it only just fits in. So in some ways, I don't really feel that this is... why did I get back in that again? I'm going to press R and repair the unit. Now I can get back in it. So, given that there is, that so many of the items on this map, given that this map is so big, you are going to be using the biggest of machinery to run. I'm rather disappointed that the doorway to the workshop is so small. Hence the reason I got the Thunder Creek trailer, because that means that servicing is very easy. So fill up here. And having acquired the spray unit, I'm looking forward to playing with this. I've never played with this unit ever, so this is a first for me. Having acquired that, we've got 2 things to do. This is mostly going to be doing herbicide. That's what I've got, because we've got the twin breedles for doing solid fertilizer. But there we are. We'll fill here. So rather than going over to there, we'll just go here. A lot easier. Oops. Open sesame. And repair. Yep. That's that done. Close that off. Get in there. Take that back. Let's go and have a look at our new spraying machine, shall we? Ooh, exciting stuff. And one of the things we're going to need is the ability to fill it up. So first of all, we need a herbicide station, so we need to be able to go and fill up with herbicide. So we need to buy a herbicide filler. Right, so here, going to miscellaneous, and then we go down our list of mods till we find the herbicide mod. Now the question is where to put it, and probably down here by the water tower is as good as any, because we can just, how about here? We can just tack it on the back of the tank and put it there. That will do nicely. Right. Oh, exciting stuff, eh? How'd you get in? Oh, up the back, eh? Right, so let's get in. Ooh, here we are. Right, let's go and fill it up with herbicide, because I want to go and do our lovely fresh field. That freshly laid field. We'll go round here. It's got good road speed too, 52 kilometres an hour, or what is it, in other words, 30 miles an hour. And I'll load up with herbicide. 30 miles an hour, you know, that's a fair old trot. So we can say, as course generation, we're on one tool, 48.5 metres wide. Notice it was on 3 metres wide, which is just the vehicle packed up speed, width, but deployed at 48.5. We're going to do fields 20, and we're going to probably do a single headland pass. We'll do that as a turn. Won't overlap because we don't want to hit the telegraph poles that run along this road. We can do the headland passes, yes. And again, we'll set our position or about here to finish up. Generate the course and see what's going to happen. Okay, it's going to want to wander past the farm. That could be interesting. It should be okay. It should get away with that. We will see, won't we? We'll start here. What happens if we do the up-down rows first? That means it ends there. Ah, that changes things. That should now nicely get past everything. So that's what we'll do. We'll start off over there. We are full of herbicide. Let's start at the first waypoint, turn it off. And head down the road. $14,752 of herbicide on board. It's a fair old tank though, it's 8,700 odd litres. It's a fair old quantity on board. Now again, the variable sprayer rate mod will be active for this vehicle. So we will need to bring that up, and as you can see, not quite at the moment, but we will need to press M to change our spray rate down to 0. It can actually, this thing can have either single axle steering, which is what we're in at the moment, or it can be twin axle, which does make the job very nice. Now, how do I change that? Not sure. I don't think we need to worry. So we're coming up on our start point. And it's there. So we come up here and turn that off, and we say start at first waypoint. Turn that off, turn that off. And let's just watch this thing magically unfurl itself. To keep going, I should imagine. Oh, his wheels just went out. Did you see those expand as well? Into a wider track. One. Ah, look at these arms. Yeah, unfolds from the front. Wow, that is just monster, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. Well, it shouldn't take too long to do this course, so we'll just have a tune whilst it works its way through the course. episode for this time as we watch the sprayer finish its job. Thank you so much for being with me here on Stone Valley, the original map. And next time, what shall we do? We will look at the fields, and shall we acquire some more? I think we probably will. So until next time, don't forget to click the link, kick that like, and ring that bell and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Take care, everybody. Ta-ta.